Very nice to be here with you, Benjamin. You are the CMO for Europe. And let's talk about the latest products that Samsung is bringing to the market. Tell me about the Fold 7.
So we're unpacking several products today. This one is, I would say, the hero. Foldable devices have been around for a couple of years, but I think this year we're pivoting because it's just like a normal phone, like your phone in your pocket, but it comes with this beautiful additional feature that it opens up and you have all of this screen real estate. And not only that, look how thin that is.
4.2 millimeters.
That is
more impressive when it's folded, 8.9 millimeters and the largest screen. So why does it matter to end users?
Well, I think it's really important because the entire life, your entire life is done from this phone. You bring it everywhere. So it's super lightweight. You can do everything with this. And that's one form factor. There are other form factors we're showing today. This one is beautiful. This is our Flip 7. It is beautiful because it fits perfectly into your pocket or into your handbag. And when you open it up, it is big like any normal smartphone. So those are the phones we're introducing. They come packed not only with hardware, but the AI is really impressive. You can now speak to your device. We use Samsung Galaxy AI that makes every photo you take absolutely stunning. But you can also use Google Gemini and you can ask it for help with almost anything. And it actually uses the cameras as your extended eye. So for instance, if my kids are doing homework and they have a difficult math question, they can simply use this. They can hold up the math homework and they can ask for help and the phone then helps it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, as a normal user, it's feeling as a normal smartphone that will make the difference. But the category is still very small. So who is buying the foldables from Samsung? What is the profile of the typical customer buying these kind of products?
So what we've seen is that people who want to be a little bit different, people who are on the move, people who want to be as effective as possible, they buy these devices because you can do anything on them. It allows me, for instance, who travel a lot, I don't really need a tablet, I don't really need a laptop. I can do everything on the go on these devices. But it continues beyond that because there are people like my kids who love gaming, and this is an excellent gaming device. It's an excellent device to watch Disney Plus or Netflix or YouTube or whatever entertainment you want to consume.
Earlier today you mentioned that there's a very different type of consumer buying the Flip and the Fold. Tell me about it.
So what we've seen is that we tend to see a younger audience buying this device because it's hip, it's cool, and we've seen a slightly older audience buying this device because it's up until now been more about productivity, but that's changing because now it's just a normal phone that happens to open up and it is razor thin.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the work that Samsung has done because it feels like a normal smartphone, and the market grew 4% according to IDC data, 4% year on year last year. But it's in the ultra premium that Samsung is really penetrating against your direct competitor, which is Apple, which dominates the premium segment. But it's in the ultra premium, that's where Samsung got 30% market share. And this is very interesting because we are talking about the top of the range, the most expensive devices, and nevertheless, you are able to compete with Apple in this segment. So where do you think the foldable category will go in the coming years? IDC forecasts the market to grow, but it will not take over the world. It will continue to be a niche segment. Do you see it differently? Do you see the market becoming more accessible to more consumers and not just those who can afford this kind of premium handsets?
So I think there are two things in there. What we try to do at Samsung is capture everyone. We want to serve everyone. So we have devices that are up in the premium segment, but also today we're launching the fan edition device. So there's a more affordable device for this to allow people who want a foldable device to access it. So it's at a much more affordable price point. We also made the decision that AI, because AI is so important and we have AI that really works and can help people, we've made a decision versus some of our competitors is that we offer AI on our entire range. And not only that, if you have a Samsung Galaxy phone that's 1 year old or 2 years old, we are rolling out AI also to them over the air, so as many people as possible can have access and draw on the AI that we're now developing.
And I think that's the right strategy for it, because according to our research, there's still some skepticism about AI, the benefits of AI, but more and more people are getting into that, and of course, not being able to access AI on a smartphone because of the price point is something that cannot last forever. And while some of your competitors are using AI as a strategy to sell more premium handsets and at higher price points, Samsung is bringing AI to the masses, which is something that in the long term will help this transition, because everyone should benefit from AI, from the functionality.
It becomes a point of democratizing AI.
Exactly.
As many people as possible should of course have access to AI. We had a similar conversation many years ago now about access to the internet. It is a real disadvantage to people, which is unfair. Everyone should have access to the internet and everyone should have access to AI, and Samsung really tries to democratize it by making sure that as many people as possible get it on as many products as possible.
Yeah. According again to IDC research, over 80% of the smartphones in use globally cost less than $1,000. So clearly there's a lot of work to be done, and Samsung is taking that lead. But are there any benefits of using AI on a foldable, or it's exactly the same as any other smartphone?
Well, except the real estate is really helpful. The foldable hardware allows you to put it up kind of in selfie mode. So you can speak to the camera, you can speak to the AI, and you can have conversations and get quite a lot of help out of it. What we know now is that people who have foldable devices from Samsung use a lot of AI. So over 50% use the AI that comes packaged in these devices every day. And it's things like circle to search or editing photos and videos. Things like if we had filmed this entire conversation on this device, it would have been able to create a summary for us, bullet points of what we've covered, and it could have translated it into, for me, Swedish, and for you, Portuguese.
Thank you very much. Very good event, and look forward to be using this on a daily basis.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.